Now, Darren, an inquiry has found the UK response to COVID was too little too late and led to thousands more deaths in the first wave. But Darren, there would be many that would actually think the opposite here, that the response was too heavy-handed. So what on earth has this inquiry actually achieved?
Oh, Danica, this inquiry is a £200 million disgrace, in my opinion. You know, it's basically the conclusion I knew. If you'd asked me a year ago what the conclusion of this inquiry would be, I would have told you exactly this, that actually it would be like a line for a really dodgy film, a promotion for a really dodgy film, in which they say we ought to have gone faster, harder, longer, right? That's exactly what they've concluded. £200 million to tell us that we should have locked down even faster, that we should have done it even longer, that actually the hurt and the pain that was caused by those series of lockdowns wasn't enough, and that actually the government should have done it even more draconian fashion and natured. To me, it's an absurdity. You cannot, I think, at that time, you could not have gone any further with the response than we did. The likes of Sweden didn't do what we did, and actually they came out of it a lot better. I think the inquiry was always going to conclude this. It was always going to be a grotesque waste of money, and I'm quite frankly sickened and appalled by it. The solution was never to do what we did. I think I've always thought after the first lockdown, I said it was cruel. I said, I don't think we should be doing this. And I think actually many of us have been vindicated since, with even the likes of Piers Morgan, who, by the way, was the sort of broadcasting lockdown in chief, broadcaster. He actually concluded that maybe he was wrong on some things. And I think he was ultimately wrong on many things. So, Danica, I'm not a fan of this inquiry. I think actually it's a complete disservice to the British people, but also to any pandemic preparedness for the future, because I've got no confidence that they wouldn't do this again.
And same in Australia. I wouldn't put it past them either. Exactly the same issue. Now, before we let you go, we've got to talk about our favourite, Meghan Markle. She's done this splash with Harper's Bazaar, Darren, and it's been revealed that her staff announce her before she enters a room, even if there are only two guests, Darren. So it's like the Duchess has arrived, is what's said as she enters a room. I mean, the vanity knows no bounds.
Well, Danica, I'd be delighted if they did that, if I was sat there and they announced that Meghan Markle was entering the room, because I'd very quickly leave it. Look, ultimately, she thinks that she's the second coming, doesn't she, of Queen Elizabeth II, yet she delivers all the gravitas of a rejected sort of Hallmark film, one of those really dodgy flicks. But we've got a Christmas special where Harry's been wheeled out, right, like the world's most ginger prop. He used to fly those Apache helicopters. Now he's basically an emotional support for Netflix content. It's a really depressing state of a decline for two people that were once much loved by the British public in the royal family. It's very sad. It's theatre, it's expensive, it's California, it's self-help theatre, Danica.
I mean, you couldn't pay me to watch that Netflix series, let me tell you that. I will not be watching it, Darren. I'm sure you will not be watching it either, exactly. Darren Grimes, lovely to see you as always. Thanks so much for joining me on the show. Good to catch up.